Support for this podcast comes from the Phil Smith Center for Free Enterprise at the FAU College of Business. The Phil Smith Center for Free Enterprise supports the vision and strategic plan of the College of Business to advance thought leadership in business. The center supports chaired professorships and research, educational programs for faculty members and students, distinguished visiting faculty, along with a lecture series and other educational programs focused on the principles of free enterprise and how those principles affect growth and prosperity. Learn more at business.fau.edu/Phil Smith.
Hello, I'm Dan Gropper, Dean of the Florida Atlantic University College of Business. Today, I'd like to introduce a new faculty member in our Operations, Management, and Information Technology, or ITOM, department. His name is Milad Baghersad. Milad earned his Ph.D. in Business Information Technology from the Pamplin College of Business at Virginia Tech. Prior to joining FAU, Milad was a visiting faculty member at Cleveland State University. His primary research interests include supply chain disruptions and disaster operations management. Milad has published papers in top-tier peer-reviewed journals, including Decision Sciences Journal, International Journal of Production Economics, Transportation Research, Part E, and others. He will be teaching data mining to undergraduate students and advanced business analytics to our graduate students. Milad, welcome to FAU.
Thank you so much. It's a great honor and privilege to be a part of a university that deeply cares about its students and also the employees. I'm looking forward to contributing to the FAU's mission through teaching and also research.
Milad, can you tell us a bit more about yourself?
I grew up in a small town in the north part of Iran, very close to Caspian Sea, where we spent most of the weekends swimming and fishing. But for my undergraduate studies, I moved to Tehran, the capital city of Iran, where I also earned my master's degrees in industrial engineering, which, by the way, changed my life. So for my master's dissertation, I worked on a resilient supplier selection under operational and disruption risk. One of the articles that I read at that time about measuring resiliency was written by Dr. Christopher Zobel. After finishing my master's studies, I sent him an email and I told him, I read all of your articles and I'm very interested to work with you on resiliency topic. I was lucky that they had an opening position, a Ph.D. position at the Disaster Resiliency Group at Virginia Tech. So I started working with Dr. Zobel on my PhD. Now we are very good friends.
Milad, tell us about your current research projects.
In one of my current research projects about supply chain disruptions, I'm using organizational learning theory to evaluate the process of learning from past disruptions, past events, to improve firms' performance after supply chain disruptions. My initial study of around 200 U.S. public firms shows that when firms lack past experience of a similar event that happened before, internal disruptions are associated with a higher impact over time, comparing to the external disruptions. In another interesting research with two of my co-authors, we are analyzing co-production and citizen participation in public services after disasters. As you know, in modern societies, delivery of public services depend highly on citizen participation in service creation. This participation becomes more important after disasters. In our study, we are analyzing the relationships between citizen participation and also citizen characteristics like socioeconomic status, income, education, and ethnicity. The initial result of our study shows that the participation of the citizens significantly increases after disasters. However, despite our expectation, the results indicate that the vulnerable people participate less in creating public services after disaster events.
Business analytics is one of the hottest areas for both undergraduate and graduate students. Since you will be teaching courses that emphasize these kind of mathematical and statistical techniques, can you tell us a little about how you engage the students with that material and how you find it best to teach those courses effectively?
Yes, thank you so much for asking this question. There is no doubt about the importance of engaging students in the learning process. As it is emphasized by a Chinese proverb, tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. To engage students in the classroom, I employ several different techniques. But my favorite technique is just connecting the materials to real-world examples, especially when I'm teaching business analytics. Fortunately, almost all concepts and methods in our field are developed based on the real problems in businesses, which makes connecting materials to the real world much easier for the instructor. Based on my own experience, best way to teach business analytics is to provide in-class practice problems after teaching each method or concept. I usually ask the students to solve the problems using software programs such as Excel and Python. Excel for undergraduate and Python for the graduate students. These in-class problems help me actually to engage the students in the class and also helps me to evaluate the effectiveness of my teaching. If I see that the students, they are not learning, I can teach them the materials again using other methods. Some other techniques that I apply sometimes to engage the students in the learning process include asking them short questions or encouraging them to participate in the discussions and also incorporating multimedia in the class.
Dr. Baghersad, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
To learn more about our activities and upcoming events, please see our College of Business website, business.fau.edu.
Dean Gropper Presents is part of the FAU College of Business podcast network. To learn more, visit us at business.fau.edu/podcasts and follow Dean Gropper on Twitter at FAU Business Dean.